beautiful Capricorn friends. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive TeaCup. My name is Annie. Happy to have you all out there, including the cross watchers. This is going to be your November monthly tarot reading. Ooh, the High Priestess. I love it. We're going to keep that one. November monthly tarot. Holy cannoli, it's November. I hope you had a beautiful October. Happy belated Halloween. Happy Scorpio season, soon to be Sagittarius. Majority of these readings, are messages I should say, will be career, money, finances, things of that sort. I will throw in some love and romance messages at the end, relationship messages, however you want to view them. I will try to remember to timestamp below if you want to hop directly to love. Other than that, money, career, finances, I will do my best. We don't always get those specific things about money, but if they're there, I will certainly share those messages with you, okay? So, what do you need to know? These are general messages, general tarot readings here on YouTube going out to hundreds, if not thousands of Capricorns out there. So do keep that in mind. Not everything I say will be your message. You need to use your own logic, discernment, discretion, your intuition to take away the messages that really speak to you, that motivate you, inspire you, resonate first and foremost, right? If something feels strange or foreign, release those messages. Do assume they're going out to someone else who needs to hear them, okay? Capricorn, that's my general spiel. It is my goal, my aim, my intention that many of these messages, if not pieces and parts of them, will resonate with the majority of you out there, okay? As always, tarot does frequently have the power to predict, so if it doesn't click instantly, maybe shelve those messages, revisit them on a rainy day, because it might just make sense later on. Always be open to that, okay? All right, those are my rules. Everything else down below in that box for you, including the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media channels. I'm the Intuitive TeaCup on Facebook, Instagram.com. Check all that out if you're interested. If you'd like to book a personal, just shoot me an email. That should be down in the box below. Very informal. Let's get 6 cards for Capricorn, career, money, and finances, and we're going to hop in. Generational money. I don't know if there's going to be an inheritance, or I don't know if maybe this is a pre sort of look at birthday money. I don't know if grandma or grandma is hooking you up with a significant chunk of change or helping you pay for a house or a car or something like that. Generational wealth and income is coming through. So it could be someone who's going to help you pay off your debt, or it's like a large chunk of change coming from someone. I do feel it's family related, but if it's not, it could be a very close friend of the family. Someone's going to help you out with a major purchase. Especially for those of my Capricorns who are starting families and having children. It doesn't have to be anything like a house, though it certainly could be. It could be like, grandma's going to pay for the baby shower, or you know what I mean? Something like that. It's like a big sum of money is going to help you with something that it's going to help you establish legacy or longevity in your personal life, in your career life. Hey, that's a hell of a message, Capricorn. I'd take it and run with it. All right, I have too many cards here. Oh, Capricorn, you snuck in like 3 extra cards, but I feel like I kind of have to take them. All right, here we go. Way too many cards, but I'll do it because I love my Capricorns. I lit my candle. It smells like coconut. It was given to me by my beautiful Capricorn friend. It smells so good. Love it. All right, let's put this in a place where I won't light it on fire, but I can still see it. Put it there. Okay, Capricorn, we're good. Let's do it. All right, so the High Priestess says you need to make an intuitive decision in the correct direction. And the whole point of me saying it like that is to give you what I always tell you. There is no right or wrong direction, ever, right? In life, we make decisions because we have to. That's part of life, is making difficult decisions about our career path, about our trajectory, about where we want to move, about who we want to grow old with. There is no wrong choice. There's simply you make a choice and you move forward a little bit, and then if it doesn't feel right, you kind of back up and course correct, and that's completely normal. It seems like a lot of my Capricorns have been holding on a very important decision for a long time, but ironically, the cards are saying you've known the correct answer the whole time. It's almost like you need to get out of your head. You need to listen to your heart. What is it that would truly make your heart happy? It feels like for a lot of you guys, what's holding you back is, I feel like I've said this to you before, the logic, it doesn't always make sense. And it's not to say this idea is completely crazy or off the wall. I mean, Capricorns tend to be very practical and strategic, and certainly not everybody, but more along the side of tradition. So I don't picture tons of my Capricorns making some completely out of the blue, off the cuff, random, hey, I'm just going to be a pilot today. It's not something that you haven't been thinking about for a very long time. Though as I say that, that's ironic because you do have the flight card, flying. So hey, that's confirmation for 1 or 2 of you, right? It seems like, though, there's a difficult decision, and it could be a crossroads of any kind. This job or that job, these hours or those hours, right? And I am reading for career and finances. It could be about your romantic life, too. Go ahead and whatever suits you, Capricorn. Universe is saying, though, it's time to move forward, and the decision I'm sort of getting, unless this really has to do with a very tight, close collaboration where it really would indicate two people making the decision, for most of you, it's like the High Priestess exists within all of us. She is our intuition, right? It's saying the answer's always been there, and it's not even that there's going to be some discovery of, oh, now I get it. Like, I'm not getting any sort of like epiphany or awakening. It's that it's just you putting one foot forward, putting one foot in front of the other, being like, okay, I'm going to commit to this one. I'm going to go this way, even though I'm not sure if it's correct. You need to take movement. That's the first message coming through. This is about swift, rapid action and change and movement. Or I shouldn't say change, but forward movement, right? In fact, let's throw some cards on that. I'm trying to get sort of what this is about. And so, I mean, it's going to be different for all of you, I suppose. But I just keep getting enough waiting. You have two cards indicating wands, action forward. For some of you, it might literally be travel, especially long distance travel, potentially over something regarding places with water, over bodies of water. Maybe it's near the lake or near the pond or near the ocean. Some of you may be making the difficult decision to move. It could be move houses. It could be move closer to your partner. Or, possibly away from them, whatever. In terms of major arcana, you have Cancer, and it does have to do with the house. So, yeah, for a lot of you, this might not be career-oriented, but it does have to do with your money, right? A decision about where to build. This is definitely a card of real estate and land. He's kind of looking over looking from his palace, from his castle, over the lands, over where he wants to move in, or sort of like where he wants to conquer. I think this is called like the Lord of Dominion. That's what this card is called. It's an Aries card. But you have Cancerian energy, which is the fourth house of the zodiac. Cancerian energy is like the mothers of the zodiac. So some of you may be Cancer rising or Cancer moon, something like that. You have double confirmation. This has to do with the house or the family, the home. Sort of your opposite pairing, right, Capricorn? So if Capricorns rule kind of our public life, right, our working life, our career, what we do out in the world, this is about what we do more so in private, right? Our roots, our ancestry, the things we establish as our foundation so that we can go out in the world and kick ass, right? It's almost like you need to take care of A before you can succeed, conquer, however you want to say it, venture off into B. If A is the house and B is the career, and I know some of you are like, no, it's the reverse. But what this is saying is whatever order of importance the house and the home and the family is for you, that is the first message coming out in your spread. So I do want to say something about this message correlates to your movement in the workplace or into finding a more secure career or moving up in the world, whatever it is. And it doesn't even have to be moving homes, but it has something very important to do with the home. A decision about, I don't know, maybe it's joint finances. Maybe we're taking two and combining them into one. Maybe you just need to sell off that extra property and so you can focus on the one. You understand what I mean? This is a very important decision about the house, the home, the family. And it's saying you need to move on it. It's like, what are you waiting for? What are you dragging your feet about, right? And I mean, you guys know the answer to that. I'm sure there's a reason why. But I think you're getting stuck in the, I'm almost getting like Eight of Swords. Like, I don't want to make a wrong move, so I'm not going to make any move at all. Spirit is saying, no, we got to make a move, Capricorn. For some of you, I'm getting it's because the price is so good right now. If you don't make a move, you might regret it later. And I never do fear-based readings. You're in the driver's seat. That's something I forgot to mention, right? Don't give up your power or your reasoning to a tarot reading or a tarot reader. But for some of you, especially, the housing market, that kind of makes sense right now. You may have found a really good deal and you're like, oh, but like it became real. Now that it's like we're ready to put the down payment down, it's like, should we? Well, to me, this is a yes card. I'm just going to be honest. And one of my favorite cards, in metaphor, represents like Cupid's love arrows. So swift movement towards something you love. Maybe it's towards a Cancer. Maybe it's towards moving in with your mother, right? I'm just throwing out different scenarios, but there's something about this that would be beneficial. But there's something about it either you're hesitant or scared or fearful of, or you're worried about the, it's almost like viewing it as glass half empty, especially, maybe you're not stoked to move back in with your mother, right? Maybe it's that. Maybe you're moving away from your mother. Whatever it is, you're like, is it the right time? again, I'm kind of being called to say you got to make some move. And even if you choose not to move forward with the deal or the process or whatever it is, that in itself is a decision. So it's like, just make the decision rather than kind of doing the, some of you have very strong Libra in your chart. It's like, well, I don't want to upset the scale. I like, everything is okay now. Like, if I avoid the decision longer. You know what happens when we don't make our own decisions, right? The universe makes them for us. So again, for some of you, I'm getting, you're going to miss out on an important deal or an important client if you don't make the first move. I've said this recently in a Pisces reading as well for some of you, and this doesn't feel very Capricorn-esque to me, but I'm going to say it anyway because, you know, hundreds, maybe thousands of people you watching with different charts and whatever. So there almost seems to be an avoidance because you don't want to take on the accountability or the responsibility of making a choice, because if it's the wrong choice, which again, you know how I feel about that, you don't want to be it's like you don't want to take accountability for it. So by just being like, oh, well, I'm just going to see what happens, it's almost like you're passing it off to the universe to make the decision for you. Now, in that's okay. The universe will absolutely come in and make that decision for you. But it's also, I don't like that energy because, again, it's passing off ownership and accountability. And the whole point of tarot and self-empowerment and improvement is to take responsibility for our decisions and for our life and on our spiritual path. So it's almost like, I'm hearing the word scapegoat. I hope this makes sense to some of you. And again, this is by no means an attack on anyone. Maybe this is about your husband or your wife or whatever, someone in your life. By being like, oh, I'm just going to wait and see what happens. It's like, universe is like, no, you need to step up. You need to make this decision. And I don't know, Capricorn, I'm being called to say that making this decision, it's probably going to be it definitely will be for the best, but the results, I think, will be favorable, beneficial. Some of you may be moving forward with some sort of court case or some sort of lawsuit, something where there could potentially be a payout of money. For some of you, it's marriage, right? Going to get your marriage license. It's like, well, you know, we've been together 5 years and they're like, I want to build a home with you, honey. And you're like, well, you're going to do it. Put a ring on it, Capricorn. All right, moving on. Actually, give me one more on this courthouse thing. For some of you, it may involve anything involving the legal field. Maybe some of you want to go back to school and be lawyers. Any sort of government jobs, something involving government payouts. I don't know if, and for some of you, it's like, yeah, you want to bring an issue to court. Hey, Capricorn, unexpected income. We like that. And can't help but notice he's wearing a wedding ring, isn't he? I'm just saying, Capricorn. This one wants, yeah. Ooh, Capricorn. This feels like my Capricorns are building a home with someone or building a house or building a family. Again, it's not everybody's message. Don't take it if it's not yours. That's okay. I'm going to go into some more, but like these are cute. These are real cute, Capricorn. I'm going to take them. I'm going to take them both. Maybe it's a decision regarding where to send your child to school, right? Maybe your child is begging you to go to an expensive college because they're very passionate about this degree, and you're like, well, you know, community college is right down the road. Even in that case, because it's like, I'm going to save money. Even in that case, I think your child is like, let me spread my wings, mom, dad, whoever, right? Let me go off and do this. Let me build the life of my dreams. This is so funny, too. In metaphor, it's like you're putting them on trial. It's like, prove your case. Why do you want to do it that way? In fact, that's a metaphor for any decision. It's like, where are the facts? Where are the evidence? It's like you're putting the person or the situation on trial. Only if you're the judge, Capricorn, and you are, right? In this metaphor where you're having to make the decision, guilty or not guilty, you're not making it. You're like, well, I do see both sides of the argument. It's actually very funny. This is not the fact that I'm kind of being silly about it, this is not as, I don't know if critical or drastic is the right word, as a situation as you're making it out to be, because ultimately what I see is you're so fearful of making the wrong decision that you're not making any decision at all. And not making a decision in itself is a decision, right? But it's not moving you forward. And again, spirit, even our intuition, it always keeps us in a place where we're growing and developing spiritually. So that's what you're being acknowledged to do there. So I'm just saying, I know you guys are like, where my money at? Something about this involves money, and I would say very positive results regarding money. Gift, unexpected income. Okay, so this is a random message for one or two of you. For some of you, if you're debating locking it down with your person, being committed, getting a wedding ring. And I know that's not everybody's story, totally understand that, but for those who are interested in that or thinking about it or contemplating getting your first home with your person, moving in together, some of you are going to find out that you're pregnant and you're like, well, that's what I mean. It's like the universe decides for you, because I guess you're starting a family now whether you like it or not. So you can stay and live with your mom or you can get your own place, but some of you are pregnant. Like, do you know what I mean? And that's just one example of how the universe is like, I will solve your problem, but it's going to be in a different way that you expected, that actually forces you to take responsibility and take the reins of your life again. Excuse me. All right, brand new messages. Thanks for sticking around if that wasn't your message. Let's talk about this generational wealth and income. All right, so I'm going to make this one very quick, because I don't do any type of, I don't do medical readings. I don't do anything of that sort. I'm just going to keep this very basic, and you guys are going to have to use your intuition a little bit on this. But for those of you who have a relative that has been sick or who has already passed, right, there's a lump sum of money that comes, which in itself is cool. That's a blessing. But with that, make sure if this person is still in the 3D, if this person is still around, that you're spending every last moment with them, because there is an ending that is going to bring some heartbreak or some tragedy. I don't ever predict death on my channel, guys, right? But I mean, I can't see this message any other way than like there's a loss of a circumstance or a person that it's beautiful in that they're leaving their inheritance or some sort of family. I'm almost wanting to say like family loyalty. There's a gesture that's extended to you where it's like, even if it's just like you get grandma's scrapbooks or you get grandfather's old watch, there's something so beautiful and sentimental about this. Again, it's falling right under my ancestral, like home, ancestors, family, tradition, Capricorn, right? That's very Capricorn energy to me too. Something beautiful gets passed down to, even stories. There is something heavy-hearted that is equally met with a beautiful gift. The other, I hate to keep saying it, Capricorn, but I'm getting more pregnancy stuff. It's like with the passing of a very elderly kind of, struggling person in your life. And again, I don't totally feel comfortable with this message, so I'm not trying to go in too deep. And don't be fearful. These readings are not about provoking fear in you. That's never, ever what I'm trying to do here. If this makes sense to you, right, there may be a passing of one life and the regeneration in another. So with the passing of maybe, your 102-year-old grandmother, a new baby may be born in your family, whether it's yours or your brother's or your sister. Do you understand what I mean? There's a shift in the family tree, and with it, there's the closing out of one cycle and the beginning of a new. And so that's exactly what the Five of Cups says. It says, while something is lost, right, the Three of Cups have been spilled, there's also something really beautiful to be gained out of this experience, the Two of Cups. So this could also indicate, I don't know, I don't mean to focus on the losing or the passing of a loved one, because ultimately that's, again, it doesn't serve you to live your life in fear. Please don't focus on that. I need you to know that, Capricorn, but I'm just being a realist, right? We become, we're born, we live, and we die, right? Those are cycles in life. There seems to be an ending of a life cycle, or something that, I'll even say it this way, the transition into a new life cycle, right? Where we could focus on the loss and the heartbreak and the depression. And for some of you, that's an inevitable part of this. But it's also saying, wow, this is amazing. Look what has come out of this circumstance or this scenario. And I hate to make this icky about the subject of money, but for some of you who have been really struggling to make ends meet, there might be some unexpected income. And it comes in like, I actually have chills. It comes in like the beautiful form of a gift. Some of you may become parents. You may become step parents. Unexpectedly, too. You may be the next, I heard next of kin, but you may be listed as someone who's going to take ownership of someone, or not ownership, but you know what I mean, of someone's child, should anything happen, right? Something like that. Again, there's something about wills. The wills, the inheritance, something that's been written about, what is that? they make you sign it when you're in the hospital. I've been in the hospital my whole life. I have to sign one all the time. Like if something should happen, that's what I mean. This doesn't really have to do with most of my Capricorns out there. It impacts you indirectly, but yeah. For some of you, you're asked to take over the family business, or you're asked to take over the whatever, fill in the blank. So again, this is sort of out of my territory. In fact, I can't even believe I've gone this far. So I'm gonna wrap this one up really quick, just because I gotta do right by my spirit guides, and it's not really it's just not my job to tell you of that kind of stuff. But again, I guess the reason I'm being told to tell you this is something really beautiful comes out of this. So maybe you guys are knee deep in this now. Maybe you're experiencing some kind of loss or ending and it's really taking its toll. It's saying just you wait, because something really amazing comes out of this. It doesn't necessarily justify the loss of something you loved, but it counterbalances it. I hope that makes sense. And so much of this is teetering on, like, opposite of the zodiac wheel. It's such a metaphor of, like, the yin and the yang. I'm just saying, because this is one of the only major arcana you have, the Cancerian in your life. So Cancer is, like, June 21st, 22nd to, I think, I don't know, July 20th. I'm give or take a day. You have a very important Cancerian in your life that either you're going to merge lives with, or there's going to be a very beautiful gift from them. If it's not a Cancerian, it could also be something to do with your mother or a maternal figure. It could be your aunt, your grandmother, something like that. So, just heads up. And I have to be honest, too. For some of you, it may not even have to do with a death in the family. For a lot of you, it could just have to do with someone giving up the family business and passing it on to you. And so maybe this is saying, oh my gosh, it's a lot of work. And maybe that's this decision. Maybe you're like, do I take over the family business or do I not? A lot of you choose to, and you're having doubts. You're like, holy shit, this is too much work. It's not fun. I'm not enjoying it. Again, though, just you wait, because there's something about it where maybe you decide to delegate more and pass off certain responsibilities, and so you get to enjoy the part of the business that is the smaller piece that you love, and everybody else is running the rest. Though that doesn't sound very Capricorn to me. I still think you're going to be the head honcho. You're going to be at the top, but maybe you can delegate and get rid of, like, the painful, or not the painful, but the struggle, the frustration. There's still something to be gained out of whatever is gifted to you. Possibly unexpectedly, and something about this may have to do with working with children, or I don't know, something about the child is important here too. Maybe this is something you were told in your childhood, especially from like a matriarch of, oh, someday you're going to be doing this just like me, or something about your childhood memories, what you remember vividly about some sort of conversation regarding inheritance, or yes, maybe you're going to inherit someone's home, right? And you're like, holy shit, this house is falling apart, but it's actually in like the perfect neighborhood and where I want to raise my future children. So it's going to cost me something to renovate and fix this house up, but my goodness, it's going to be great once we're there. It's about bridging the gap, right? Getting over that river. There's a bridge behind him if he could only see it. It's not that far away to get to the other side, but it's going to take a little bit of tough love, a little bit of motivation, right? This is actually a really cool message. I do actually really like it. Crack the whip. Yeah, make the decision. For some of you, you're moving to like a farm, or there's like an old barn, and I don't know if that's where you guys kept family. Something about sentimental things that have been kept tightly in boxes. Like I'm seeing boxes with duct tape wrapped around them, and that maybe they're labeled, maybe they're not. You guys may discover some like old antique. I don't know if it's jewelry or some sort of like a vase or I don't know, china dishware. There's like some expensive item that's being kept in it's like dark and murky. It's like a basement or an attic or a barn or something. And that in itself might be this amazing discovery of like, I don't know, I just see you guys kind of bitter and like, why the hell do I have to move all this shit? And this is such a waste of my time. And then that's what I mean. Something very beneficial comes out of this. So again, I'm interjecting humor because you're going to laugh at this later on. Certainly not if there's a death in the family, right? And again, I'm not predicting that. That would be if you've already experienced something like that and you're grieving. Absolutely grieve. That's a natural part of the process. But again, you're going to be hit with a little beautiful blessing, a surprise, right? This person is your angel guide. It's like they're looking down on you, wanting you to discover something, okay? All right, moving on. So, new message. All right, so news about a contract is coming in, and there's a good payout. That's what I see. Right smack in the middle. Again, things to do with government jobs. It could even be teaching. This is a card of Libra. So for those who have the benefit of knowing your boss's zodiac sign, it doesn't have to be a Libra, but this is about truth, justice, any job involving communication, writing, possibly technology, anything judicial, government, something that would take place in the courtroom. There's news coming in, and with that, there's the arrival of a payout or a large sum of money, okay? So maybe some of you are finally settling something on a divorce, and you're going to get a lot of money out of it, right? I just heard alimony. Okay, so, hey, take it and run with it. All right, tell me a little bit more about that. Capricorn, I'm actually into this reading. These are awesome. What is this good news about? In fact, I want to go back to that other deck. The High Priestess. You have the High Priestess twice. Is that the only major arcana you have? No, you have a couple more at the very end. Oh, and you have Justice. Justice is, again, Libra. So, again, something with a Libra or a Cancer. You may have a Cancer wanting to communicate very important news to you. There's an ending of Cancer or an ending with Cancer. Interesting. Everything comes out for a reason. Okay, moving on. And possibly something with the wife. Something with, I'm getting really random hits. Something with jewelry. So again, it could be a wedding ring. It doesn't have to be though. And again, wedding rings can be symbolic of, yes, the joining of things, but also the ring being like something that concludes something in, like the idea of a circle, like you're back where you started. There's been closure, that sort of thing. And harmony, balance and harmony with the Justice card. Libra, again, the scales weighing out in your favor. Full moon, or I'm sorry, new moon rituals, something that you've been wishing or hoping on during new moons or any sort of cycle in the moon. I don't know if you guys keep a diary or it's just kind of all up in here. If you're not doing that, you should start because the universe is listening. The High Priestess is your direct channel to God, to source, to universe. They're listening. They're always listening. And runes, that's something I'm fascinated by. I've always wanted to study. It's like, and don't quote me directly, but you know, runes I believe are like ancient languages, and like there's little symbols on them, and a lot of people do use them with tarot readings. So I don't know if that's something you guys are using, or some of you may even be like making your own. I'm seeing people like sculpt things out of clay. So anything with clay, claymation, pottery, anything like that. Something about clay, but also specifically runes. I almost associate them with like Scrabble letters, like in a bag, like you pull them out. Rune Scopes by Amanda. That was one of the first tarot channels I ever watched, which I actually think she stopped her channel. I don't think she's making content anymore, but maybe you guys are replacing her. Maybe you're the next in line to do Rune Scopes on YouTube. I don't know. I don't know if that means anything to you, runes, but maybe give it a Google search. Look into it. It might mean something to someone out there. I'm also seeing some initials. Gosh, what are you guys doing in court? Some of you may be called for, not court duty, what the hell is it called? Jury duty. You have 3 cards indicating things happening in a courthouse or a courtroom. Contracts, partnerships, major partnerships. So it could be that you're suing a business partner. It could be that you're signing a new contract to join a team, or I don't know. But the fact that these are coming out, most of them have been confirmed with very positive cards, such as these. So I don't think this is anything to fear. I think it works out in your favor, but let's be honest, anytime you get into like a court situation, it kind of feels like this sometimes. So again, have hope. Not all is lost. In fact, there's sun at the end of the tunnel, or light at the end of the tunnel. There's clover. There's good luck at the end of whatever this endeavor is going to be. I'm getting initials MRCP, and those don't have to go in that order. It could be MLCP or CPML. I don't know, but I don't know if those are people's initials, or I don't know, something about an address, or I'm not sure what that is. But if it's yours, go ahead and take it. Good news arises from the court, and I'm sort of getting this news arrives very quickly, and there's a moment of, oh my gosh, am I ready to hear it? Yes. Again, that in itself is making a decision, like, okay, tell me what the results are. Oh my God, for some of you, it's pregnancy. It's a pregnancy test. Look, it's like you're standing over it going, oh my God, am I ready for this? Again, you already know, the High Priestess is very intuitive. My Capricorns amaze me because you guys are so, like, we think of earth signs as super practical and by the book and like just in it to win it, which is so cool to me. But there's also such a spiritual side to Capricorn that I feel like people overlook. Like Capricorns are one of my most spiritual signs, and so your intuition is on point. It really is. I can ask, but I know they're not going to tell me. Any sneak peek about what this is for Capricorn? Anything else we need to hear or see about this? You already know the results of anything. Maybe it's that interview, it's that callback. You already know. So if your gut reaction is like, that didn't feel right to me, but I still kind of want the job, maybe your gut reaction is saying hold because it's not the right one. And vice versa. I'm not implementing anything that the cards are saying onto the results. I honestly don't know. The results come and it's saying you already know the answer. You're not going to be surprised by this. In fact, you're going to be relieved by it. For some of you, yeah, news comes, and again, even though it's a little bit of a loss or a damn, it's like we'll get them next time, or it's an ending, but you're like, well, at least it's over. Thank God we got through that, because that was excruciatingly long and drawn out, and just I can't do it anymore. So it's like, okay, you're done. You're relieved of that. You don't have to do it anymore. You know what I mean? It is positive. It is positive. Again, these messages are nothing to fear. Something in the medical field, the medical industry, if any of you are going to work as any sort of healers or a medic or radiologist, I just heard. Anything involving something medical or with the human body. Where's my Queen of Pentacles? Pentacles can also represent the body. Diagnosis. Stop with the charade. Stop pretending. Did you say that to someone? This may have to do with going through an ugly court case and actually someone showing you their true colors, who they were the whole time. Somebody takes off the mask. For others of you, this also has to do with an opportunity regarding children. Maybe you're working with children in a medical field. Maybe you're a child psychologist or something of the sort. And some of you are very creative. You're physically building something with your hands, especially for children. I don't know what that would be, but... yeah, some of you are pregnant. There's good news coming. That's all I can tell you. There's good news coming. The information that gets sent to you is very valuable, okay? So for my Capricorns waiting on, what is this? Give me more on this Queen of Pentacles. And then we're going to move on to love, I think. It twisted and turned. It's you, Capricorn. Make sure you're vibing high. Make sure you're not sinking into negative thoughts, a lower vibe, right? Anything involving like codependency, addiction issues, if you're waiting on scary results or you're just waiting to hear back, don't hit the bottle, don't hit the substances too much, everything in moderation, right? Because I think good things will come with this. But yes, some of you are being, especially because it's falling under this, don't sink into the heartbreak and the pain and the depression. I understand when we're going through a lot, that's a natural part of the healing process, but it's saying do the grieving in a cathartic way. Let it out. Talk to people, or if that's not your style, grieve, cry in your bed, take a mental health day. It's saying don't let this grievance or the frustration of the process cloud your vibe. Give you like a negative outlook or it's like you just need to raise your vibration. This is your card, so that's great that it's coming out, but it's saying make sure you're like a high vibe in Capricorn. Don't sink into the shoulda, coulda, wouldas and all that. This says it is just, it is fair. This is what is meant to be. So if you're suing someone for property and you know damn well it's not yours, you're not going to get it. Like, do you understand what I mean? Keep level-headed about this, and I don't have to tell you that, Capricorn. All right, moving on. Let's talk about love. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna spin this both ways because this kind of fell out at the end of your money reading. So if this is a money thing, this is great. The King of Pentacles, again, something about passing of the generational wealth from father to son. Or again, it could be a birthday gift, but it's a pretty large chunk of money. Again, like a parent or even, it doesn't have to be a parent. Anyone who you sort of view as a superior or an elder. Or maybe it's a bonus check, right? Maybe at work you've been doing a kick-ass job and you get a little extra bonus in your paycheck or something, or even recognition at work. If you're applying to jobs, this is saying, well, something's coming in. There's a good stream of income coming into the Page of Pentacles. Family wealth, then you have Wheel of Fortune. It's a mystery, though. There's something mysterious that you're not necessarily supposed to know all the details about this. And there is an element of surprise here. Again, I don't think it's anything to fear, but, the universe doesn't always tell us everything. You know that. I know that, right? So I'm not going to try and force it. There's positive news that brings you excitement, curiosity, intrigue, but you're not allowed to know everything yet. In terms of money cards, these are great. These are great money cards. Wheel of Fortune, Page of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. So again, anyone applying to a job, there is word coming in, communication coming in about the money. But I say this to you all the time, Capricorn, almost every reading, the way in which it comes might be a little bit surprising, or from whom the offer comes might surprise you, but it doesn't mean you're not going to like it. It means you need to open yourself up to different possibilities, okay? Yeah, that's incredible. Now, for others of you looking for love, something with an earth sign is looking very good. Random communication with a Pisces may come in, and it may end up... here's the thing. I'm sort of getting this. Taking off very quickly, but not in terms of... how do I want to put this? I guess honestly what I'm sort of grasping at is it doesn't take off immediately of like, yes, let's do this, let's get married, let's have babies. You may meet a Pisces and it's just like, yeah, you're my person, we're good, but you're not necessarily looking to lock it down with titles immediately. But you may unexpectedly meet some sort of Pisces, divine timing, divine guidance. It could also be a Cancer, I suppose, with the moon. In fact, you get a lot of Cancerian energy where there could be a proposal, but it doesn't necessarily have to be of marriage, but there's a proposal of, hey, do you want to date? And then date again. And then it's almost like I want to see this person tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. But for some of you, it's like this person may be apprehensive to put an official title on it. I'm not necessarily saying that they're playing the field and they're, a professed bachelor or bachelorette for life. There's just something a little bit untraditional about the way they view relationships, and so I don't know what else to say other than it is positive because it has the Wheel of Fortune, and it seems like it could be something that grows over time slowly. Here's what I'm trying to say. The tradition of putting titles and placements on it is very slow, but the immediate spark and connection between you guys is instant. It's like when you text, they text you back and like, do you want to hang out the next day? Yes, absolutely. There's not a lot of mystery regarding their feelings. It's more about we've been together for so long, what's next? Like, what are they thinking? But it's not that you question that the love is there. It's just the building of it. Again, the earth energy is very slow. It could be that this person is trying to get their career life together before they, make marriage proposals or something of the sort. So again, that seems very positive. If it's regarding a Pisces, it is very, very positive. The moon can sometimes indicate fear or secrets or, again, mystery. It also says to me as a tarot reader, we just don't know all the pieces yet. So if it feels right, if you're curious, Page of Wands about this person, keep making dates, keep going out to see them. Again, Wheel of Fortune is blessings. It's divine timing, it's growth, it's Jupiter, so it's expansion of your love life. You may have multiple people as well. You may have a Pisces or a fire sign, specifically a Sagittarius, as well as an earth sign who possibly already has a child. Or that could be you, Capricorn, right? All right, that's one message of love. In fact, hold on, I'm going to back you guys up. Let's throw some romance angels on it. All right. Boop, boop, boop. I just saw attraction. All right, so just on that one that we just talked about, give me a romance angel on that. Because, the moon does sometimes say it's undecided. We don't know yet. Or it's like you're questioning something about it. You're suspicious about it. So it's almost like you need to dig in deeper. Give me one on that, or give me two on that. It'll be different. It'll be different for you guys, but, why not try? Why not try for some clarity? Children, your love life is being affected by children. Finance, okay, this is exactly what I just said. Finances and career. Your person is trying to get their ducks in a row before they commit to a person long term, and worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. That's what the Wheel of Fortune says too. So, for that to work, you're going to have to be patient with your person, or vice versa. If I'm reading for the cross watchers, your Capricorn they're going to take their sweet ass time, but it's because they want to do it right. They don't want to rush into it and do something messy. They want to do it right. So, all right, new messages on love. How are we for time? Pretty good. You did pretty good, Capricorn. Capricorn in love. All right. Page of Cups. Ace of Cups, Seven of Cups. So who's dealing with a water sign? Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. There's someone wanting to make an offer to you, or there's someone waiting for you to return the love, but they know that you have options, and so it makes them very sad. It's like someone has extended their heart or opened themselves up to you, and I am actually getting this person is crying a lot of tears about you because they feel like they're losing you. They feel like you're drifting or you're disinterested or something about that, right? I'm pretty sure this is your person, but again, you can swap the roles. This person is not focused on this one. This person is focused on a lot. Maybe it's their career, maybe it's their family life, maybe it's their finances, but this person is like their mind is starting to drift and wander, romantically or just because they have a lot going on in their life. Let's answer that first. This person may have their sights set on a Scorpio or a Cancer. Yeah, Scorpio or a Cancer. Again, it's undecided. This is probably you, Capricorn, because you're the one who got the Two of Wands earlier. These are the same cards, right? Different decks, same cards, same ideas. This way or that way, this person or that person, this path or this path, right? I think you have decisions to make about who you want to be with. Yeah, you got a Cancer in your sights or a Scorpio. But I'm getting that it might be a different one from this, if that makes sense to any of you. And I suppose this person doesn't have to be a water sign. This is very likely a Pisces or a Scorpio. It's like they're waiting to hear from you or they're waiting to hear back from you. Because, yeah, you're their everything. It's like they've already decided you're the one that they want to marry and grow old with. You're their Ten of Pentacles. Or you're already married and this person knows it. And they're just like, shit, I hope... Maybe this is the person waiting for you to get the divorce. In which case, that would make sense. You're probably all tied up with multiple things right now. And you don't have time to focus on, like, the... I hate to say it, but, like, the side piece. It's like they're not really the official one yet because you're still dealing with, like, the ex or whatever. So, give me one more on Capricorn here. Yeah, you got too many people in the mix. And again, for those where there isn't, doesn't have to be third party or infidelity, but it's third party in the fact that it's you and your person and work, or it's you and your person and your family drama. It's you and your person and your financial debt. You know, whatever it is, it's like there's three things in the equation here, and so this person is not getting your main attention. For some of you, this is the person you're already married to, Capricorn, and it's saying this person loves the shit out of you, so don't take them for granted. It's almost like Spirit is trying to wake you up to say, you married this person. This person thinks you, like, the sun shines out of your butt, and yet you keep them at a distance, or you just... I know this is a harsh message, but I'm relaying what I'm hearing. You're taking them for granted. It's like you need to refocus your priorities. Yes, you know, a thriving career is important and, you know, whatever it is you're focusing on, but so is the person who's going to help get you there. You guys need to give more love and emotional support and attention to your person. Some of them are going through something very deep, and they haven't been able to express it to you. Like this person may have got some difficult news in their own personal life, even if you guys are married and they may not have shared it with you yet. There could have been a loss in their life and they were waiting for the right time to talk to you, but it's like every time you come home from work, you're in a bad mood, or you're just like, oh, you know, see you later, I'm going to go be on the computer for an hour or whatever. Like there's something about you need to spend more time with your person because you're not appreciating them. And again, I never do fear-based readings, but it's like if you don't act on this, you're going to lose them. If not physically, like if there's no divorce, like emotionally, there's going to be nothing left to like simmer the fire here. Do you know what I mean? Oh, that's kind of a heavy message. Your person is just like, love me, please. Oh no. Yeah, there's something they need to talk to you about. Oh. They may be struggling at their job. Yeah, there could be some worry about money or even their health. Again, I don't do fear-based readings, but I'm just putting it out there. You know, maybe they had some sort of test and they got some weird results back and they have to go back and they're nervous, and that's what I mean. It's like they need your support, right? They need your sympathy, they need your compassion. And yeah, you seem to be very preoccupied about the house, about the family, especially about moving. Again, inheritance, expensive objects, the chandelier, the fancy painting, the old china from grandmother, whatever that is. I think it's coming to you, but yeah, you have good things coming in. You have all my good money cards, I got to be honest. But yes, just in this specific message, there's something with your person. I just got to say, you need to do a better job. Sorry, I said it, Capricorn. Maybe that was for the cross watchers, but all right, new messages about love. We'll take 2 more. Brand new messages for Capricorn about love, please. 9 of Pentacles. All right. There's someone single who has kids, but they're interested. And I think you're very interested in them. Like this person, if you have options, if you're on the dating apps, it's like, of all the people, it's the one who already has 2 kids that you're most excited about. It's very likely a Virgo. 2 cards of Virgo. And they have a really cool family. You would fit in perfectly in their already established family. Maybe it's like with their kids, if you would be the stepmom or the stepdad. Or if this person doesn't have kids, they probably just have, it doesn't have to be a huge family like mom, dad, aunts, uncles, but it's like you would fit in just perfectly. It's like you're the missing link. That's a really cute message. But what is this about? So what is that about? Something about this is giving you pause though, or hesitation. Yeah, you have 2 cards of, what's the deal here? I don't get it. Why is there this hesitation? What's that about? Because you got your eyes on the prize elsewhere. You may be holding out for a Leo or for someone from your past who it's like, I hear the word peacocking. It's like you're trying to look good on social media or get ahead or get some sort of attention because you may be trying to manifest back someone from your past. But it's this is classic tarot love relationships. You have someone right here who thinks you're the bee's knees, but you're like, hold on, let me check and see what my ex is doing and I'll get back to you. You're a cocky son of a gun. That's either you or that's your ex. Some of you are, again, Capricorn, I'm sorry, I'm not attacking you. I love my Capricorns. You guys know Capricorns are one of my favorite signs, but some of my Capricorns, it's like, I don't know, I'm kind of hearing like you're being a jerk to someone. I'm sorry, I just gotta say, or your exes. It's like the vibe I'm getting here is that you may be checking up on your ex on social media and you see that they're doing very well and it's bothering you. Like rather than being happy for them, you're like, oh, they don't deserve it. They're such a jerk, or there's a little bit of bitterness. And I gotta be honest, like we all know that's not a high vibe in Capricorn, right? When you're resentful of other people around you succeeding. There's plenty of room for everybody in your life to succeed and not have to be each other's competition. You know, we should encourage each other to be better at what we're doing, right? But we're all on our own individual spiritual paths, so don't compare yourself to other people. Just putting that out there because that's the vibe I'm getting. Yeah, so here's the thing. If you're waiting on someone from your past, and specifically though, Capricorn, you know you have another person interested in you, the person from your past is very in their own life right now. They're very focused on their own achievement. And so if you choose to wait for them, which I would never personally advise, but you know, it's your tarot, you're going to be waiting a very long time. It's not to say you won't hear from them ever again, but you're like, okay, I'm just going to be waiting for you here. You just let me know when you're ready. Like that's you. And I think that's important to note because there's a stagnation. There's no progress. There's no growth when you're just like, I'll put my life on hold, for my romantic partner. Like this person is off celebrating their own thing. So don't you want to be doing the same, right? Don't you want to be growing and thriving in your own career and your own life? I don't know. It's in this specific reading, especially a Leo or a Pisces, you're going to be waiting a really long time for them. Now, your Virgo, on the other hand, possibly your Sagittarius, is where it's at. Boo. Yeah, this person is ready to give you their heart. And this person is single. This person does not have baggage. I want to be careful how I say this because I don't want to offend anybody. This person probably has children, which, I don't know if you view that as baggage, but this person is good to go. They are ready. Someone who likes to paint. It could be someone who's an artist or someone who paints houses or maybe you're just redoing your house and painting walls. Something about painting is maybe you're going to have a painting party or I don't know. I don't know what that has to do with anything. It's your 10 of Cups person. I like that a lot. Again, there's children here, so if you don't currently have children, wear protection. All right, one last message on love, and then we're going to wrap her on up. Ooh, that came right out. Ooh, tell me about this Ace of Wands. Where's the sexuality at? Ooh, the one who broke your heart, though. Oh, no. Okay, so somebody ended a relationship and then there was pregnancy. There was pregnancy after. Okay, if you didn't end it, there was pregnancy after a relationship already went through a bout of trouble. So again, just be careful of that. I promise I'm not trying to assume you guys are all pregnant, but I've gotten the message so many times. It's all over this. So if it doesn't have to do with pregnancy, that's okay. There's very likely a Libra who was playing some head games, like a Libra who was kind of a player and cheating, a Libra who was like flashing their shit all over town, and yeah, it left you kind of like, well, what about me? Aw, Capricorn, you're all up in your feels. Seven of Wands says, put on your game face. Don't let this person know that they broke you, because it's not worth it. They're kind of an asshole. This person is not very sympathetic. This person is not very compassionate. Yeah, in a sense, this is saying, like, don't cry over spilt milk, because at least you know the milk is sour now, so you're not going to drink it. Yeah, you have new offers coming in, possibly with a Pisces, or possibly with a Leo from the past. Good Lord, after I just told you to walk away from them. Hey, maybe you have different Leos. Yeah, you have an offer being made from a King of Cups who views you as the end-all, be-all. So it could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. This to me is very much a card of Leo. It just is to me as a reader. I have trouble associating it with anyone else. If it's not a Leo, though, it's someone who's just, they either put you on a pedestal, or they're very well respected in their life, in their career, or they're just a do-gooder. It could be even someone who's like a humanitarian. Frequently, this is a card of being kind of like flashy and center of attention and a little bit cocky and egotistical. I actually don't get it, especially because it's like been stripped down of all that. It's like it's black and white. It's just, it's undeniable. It's unquestionable. This person is good. This person is above the rest. So again, that's either how they see you, or it's just a person who's just, they're just an amazing person. And even more so because they're the King of Cups and they're giving out offers. They're the emotional king, but they're doing it. They're not overly messy and emotional. They give out love and they speak their truth and they're very authentic. I like this a lot more. In fact, let's throw something on that. Could also be a Virgo. Yeah, you got a lot of Virgo cards coming up. Mutual earth sign. Why the hell not? There may also be pregnancy with a Taurus. And they've kept it hidden from you. That could be something that they're trying to communicate to you, but you've had your back to them. So this is probably if you're already in a relationship with specifically a Taurus, maybe a Libra or an Aquarius. There might be news, or a Gemini, sorry. Any of the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Taurus, there might be news of pregnancy and they're trying to tell you, but you don't have the time of day to listen to it. Or if it's the male in this relationship, it could be someone wanting to have conversations about starting a family and you like won't hear it. It's like you've iced them out. Even though you're still together, there's still love there. It's like you don't want to have that conversation yet. I don't know. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. And attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Damn, Capricorn. All right, that's what I got for you guys. Please do like, share. Ooh, just gonna show you that real quick. That's my Capricorn card. Yeah, very cool. Just saying. All right, like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below what resonates for you, Capricorn. Thanks for joining me here today. Mad love to all the Capricorns out there, and I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye, guys.